Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video, I am in the pissing rain, meant to be having afternoon tea at Clementine on the lawn at Blenheim Palace. It is so chucking it down. I've actually got boots on and they're sodden. I have bought a change of clothing, which I'm actually going to probably need because it's shocking out. It's absolutely chucking it down. They are doing buggies to the Clementine on the lawn afternoon tea because it is literally in the middle of one of the lawns, which is like a 20-minute walk away, which I'm so not doing in this weather. I'm already pretty wet. So I don't think I've been to Blenheim Palace before, and when I bought the ticket I was going to be going in today, but I did say to them, look, the weather's shocking, any chance I can just defer it? And they did remind me that the tickets are like annual passes as well, so I can just come another day basically and use the ticket, which, for example, like it's August in the UK at the moment. Last year it was a heat wave, and now if you can hear the rain, it's pissing it down. So yeah, good call. Great idea, Joss. Afternoon tea on the lawn with a non-existent view of Blenheim Palace. So we'll see how we go. This could be a bit of a car crash type afternoon tea. But yeah, afternoon tea on the lawn, maybe not the best idea I've had, but hopefully it's yummy. I think from memory it's about £35, which is like half the price of what kind of most afternoon teas that I have are, so which is nice. So these are some of the forthcoming events. You've got September, October and November, with a bit of December as well. And then just a map of some of the locations you can check out within Blenheim Palace. Try not to slip. So this is Clementine's on the lawn. So this is the menu for Clementine's on the lawn. So the lady did just explain to me that it is bottomless, which is pretty good for the money. I think for £32. And if you don't like tea and coffee, which you get a limited amount of, you can also have hot chocolate, which is great for me because obviously, as you guys know, I love my hot chocolate. And she did explain as well that they can change out the sandwiches and things if you've got dietary requirements. And then there's also a children's afternoon tea, so that's £16 per person, which is pretty good. So that looks pretty good. But you can kind of see out to the lawn. Not the best weather today, but and you can see Blenheim Palace in the background. So it's quite misty today because it's quite a lot of rain, but we'll get started because I am absolutely starving.
So you've got the chicken Caesar salad wrap, the deviled egg finger sandwich, the smoked salmon bellini, and the honey roasted ham and mustard sandwich. And then you've got scones, carrot cake, Victoria sponge, chocolate and orange tart, and the macaroni.
Oh, brilliant! That's great. Thank you. So I thought I'd get started on the savouries. Now it says we've got a deviled egg brioche roll, a chicken Caesar salad wrap, looks like a ham, what's it, roasted ham, mayonnaise, mustard finger sandwich, and also a Bellini top with lemon, dill, cream cheese, sweet smoked salmon and caviar. So just twizzle it round. So what we'll do is we'll check out the savouries first, and I'm going to try, it looks to be the smoked salmon Bellini, which is just here with cream cheese, and looks like it's got a bit of caviar. Nice smoked salmon. That's nice. I'm not a massive fan of cream cheese, but the smoked salmon's really lovely and really chilled. But I would say the actual Bellini's a little bit dry. I think it might be a little bit stale. But the smoked salmon's really yummy. I've also just got I've just had a hot chocolate, but I decided to order one of their teas, which is blackcurrant and hibiscus. It smells really lovely. But as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of teas, but we'll give it a try. It smells lovely. To be honest, I'm probably not the best person to kind of quiz on afternoon teas. It just kind of tastes like flavoured hot water. But I do still prefer my hot chocolates, I think. But it's quite nice to kind of warm me up, really. So the next savoury we'll go with, let's do, I think it's the honey roasted ham with mustard mayo. Oh, finger sandwich. Just see there. Does look a bit of a limp sandwich. Not massively full-on filling. The bread seems really fresh. The mustard mayo is really nice, actually. I didn't think I'd like, because I'm not a big fan of mustard. It's nice, but I would say the finger sandwiches are quite thin and a little bit flimsy. There's not much substance to them, but nice enough. And I think for £32 per person, it's actually not too bad. But they do look a bit lacklustre compared to other afternoon teas. What I'll do is I'll link my playlist of afternoon teas in the description bar below and in the card in the corner. But yeah, this is nice, but it's not like game changing. So what we'll do is we'll try the next one. I think I'm going to try the deviled egg with brioche bun, which is just there. That's quite a nice fresh brioche bun. Really nice bun, really fresh. Really nice. The deviled egg's really lovely. Probably more bun than filling, but no, it's nice. So far, so good. I like that brioche roll, that's really nice. Very yummy. So we'll go with the last savoury item, which is a chicken Caesar salad wrap, which isn't particularly dainty, and it's got loads of filling in it, which is great, but it's it's a big piece of wrap. What I will do is I'm going to break it up because it's going to go everywhere. Yeah, lots of filling, which is nice. I do think I prefer the mixture of finger sandwiches when I go for an afternoon tea as opposed to like wraps and things. And they're a bit easier to eat as well, whereas this is kind of felt bits. But a lot of chicken, which is great. Big chunks of it. Now they come with fruit and plain scones, but I actually requested in advance to just have the plain ones because I'm not a big fan of the raisin and like sultana. So this is the quite a large plain scone. Yeah, pretty bit decent. It smells really nice. But so it comes with strawberry jam and clotted cream. So this is the strawberry jam, and then you've got a decent amount of clotted cream, which is awesome, which is obviously my favourite bit. I love clotted cream, more the merrier. But yeah, I don't think I'll have any more savouries. But they were all kind of okay, but like not game changing for me. But we'll see what the scone's like. So first off, I do the clotted cream. I would say as well, this is quite a small strawberry jam. It's kind of only a couple of teaspoons really in size, so you don't really get that much. But they have given me quite a lot of clotted cream, which if you're someone that prefers jam over clotted cream, you may feel a little bit hard done by. But I really like the clotted cream element, so that's great. So a decent amount of clotted cream. The scone isn't warm or hot or anything. I'm not sure it's meant to be. But it's nice and crispy on the outside and like spongy on the inside. The scone's really nice, but I did recently go to the High Grove and had an afternoon tea there. If I've got the video ready, I'll link it in the card in the corner and the description bar below. But I think I preferred the scones in the High Grove. But these are really nice. They're still really fresh. So just trying the other half of the scone. So I'm working my way through the clotted cream, but they have asked if I wanted any more, which is great. So you can always top it, which means that it doesn't really matter how small that is. You can obviously get another jar, which is always handy. So I've let the blackcurrant and hibiscus stew a bit longer, so it's quite red. It does smell amazing, but it still tastes like kind of flavoured water. So not necessarily for me. So next up we'll do, I think, the little mini macaron, not sure what flavour it is. I think it might be like pistachio. Super soft. That's really nice. Super, super, super soft. Yeah, I like that. That's really nice. I like that. That's really nice. I think I might like that more than the scone actually. Really delicate, really fresh. Yummy. Right, now we've got quite a few big chunks of cake, as you can see, which I might hold fire on. I think I'm going to try it looks to be the chocolate and orange tartlet. It's quite dainty. I've just cut it in two, so it looks like a kind of a chocolate kind of ganache in the centre. Oh, it's not too rich, it's quite creamy actually. More like a kind of a dense mousse, I would say, than like a ganache. And the chocolate actual tartlet, the pastry, is super, super thin. Really nice, really fresh. Because sometimes when like afternoon teas, the pastries can kind of go really hard. But no, this is definitely really nice. A nice flavour as well. I like that. Not too stodgy as well. However, I do think these two slices of cake will be more stodgy because they're huge. So this is the carrot cake slice. Got pretty flowers on top. But yeah, looks quite stodgy. Give it a go. That's really nice carrot cake. And the kind of cream cheese frosting. And then you've got like kind of crunchy, like a bit like praline on top. It's nice. I mean, it is quite filling, but I've left them to the end. I didn't want to have them early on. But really flavoursome and actually quite moist. Yummy. Right, so I really like that carrot cake. Really moist, really nice. Quite a big wedge. Probably don't need to have it that big. But we'll give this one, this is a Victoria sponge, which is very traditional English. Does feel a bit denser as well. So really pretty, but again, huge. Oh, it's quite crumbly. Not so keen on that one. Really crumbly, possibly dry. I definitely prefer the carrot cake, both in flavour, texture and appearance actually. It's a little bit smaller, not as thick slices. And the Victoria sponge is actually quite sickly, which might be your thing, but not as keen on that one. I think I'm going to go back to the carrot cake and eat some more carrot cake. So that one's definitely a win. And I like the frosting more on the carrot cake than I do with the kind of buttercream in the middle of the Victoria sponge. And obviously with the carrot cake with the spices inside the sponge, that's really nice. So yeah, that's really yummy actually. And obviously you can have refills of your tea and coffee or hot chocolate. And if you wanted more scones and sandwiches, etc., you can. They come over and ask you. So again, for like £32, I think that's pretty good compared to ones I go to in London, which are like double that. But yeah, portion sizes are a little bit off, I think. So for the desserts, they're quite large. Certainly the sponges are. And the scone could be doing with a little bit smaller, I think. But again, personal preference. It may not be your cup of tea. But no, really nice. The hot chocolate was gorgeous that I had in the first thing. They put whipped cream, marshmallows, and it was actually a really nice hot chocolate. And I like the fact that that was included as well, which isn't always the case. But it's still raining outside, so I'm going to have to try and attempt to go outside. Thank God that they've arranged the buggies getting from Clementine on their lawn. Otherwise it's like a half an hour walk or 20-minute walk, I think, because it's kind of the other end of BLENHEIM Palace. I think it's the south end. So yeah, not ideal if you've got like mobility issues, but obviously they do cater for having the buggy, which works really well for me, to be honest. So I'm going to just pay up and head off and get the buggy. Right, I have just got off the buggy, so just near the car park now. That's Blenheim behind me, BLENHEIM Palace. And it's just stopped raining, which is typical. I'm actually on my way back now to the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed the afternoon tea video at the Clementines on the lawn at BLENHEIM Palace. And I'll see you in the next video.